All right. Next is Rachel. Okay, Rachel, where are you zooming in from?
I am in Philadelphia.
Philly. I've never been to
Yeah.
Philly, but
Oh, come on by.
thanks so much. Well, Philly's the home to the White Dog Cafe, owned by Judy Wicks, who is, somebody I've met and spent time with over the years, and just have so much admiration. If those of you who don't know, the White Dog Cafe, it was one of the first kind of ethical restaurants, farm to table, fair trade. And she had a great line. She said, "I use good food to lure innocent customers into social activism." And my kind of person. Okay, I just want to read your thing. So you said, from your experience, uh, what's the best way to approach marketing two different distinct products that speak to a similar audience? I have been offering local in-person workshops teaching people how to have more meaningful connection in their life. I'm now working on a self-paced virtual course. While the audience is the same, the products are very different. My workshops are hands-on. People are there to practice communication and authentic connection with others who want the same. The course is more theoretical, understanding the skills I teach, self-paced exercise to apply them. You don't have a problem. This is fantastic. This is a great business model. Um, I don't think they are, okay, two distinct products that speak to a similar audience. Well, one, of course, the workshops are going to be more relevant to those local, or more likely you're going to draw local people if they're in person, yeah. And the online one will be a bit broader, but it's the same person. It's just I don't see them as, in my mind, those would be there'd be a sequence to them in a way. Ideally, first go do the hands-on or the theoretical stuff. Go do that first, and then come learn this, and then get this. Now, how much are you charging for the online self-paced thing?
I have not decided yet.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
it's
in the process of kind of like unloading all my knowledge into content right now. So
got it. Um, well, there's this, yeah, there's a notion I have of a starter kit, and this might be a little more than that, but for what it's worth for everybody, uh, safety is one of the most undiscussed things in marketing that should be discussed, meaning that people, they hear about us however they hear about us, and then they want to check us out and see, is this a fit? Do I like this person or not? And so our website, of course, our social media are ways that people do that. Talking with their friends is another way, but then they might want to delve a bit deeper. They might not want to go to a live thing that might be too risky or it's far away and I'm not sure. And they want to just delve a bit more into our philosophy and our point of view. They kind of like what's on our website. So with Nisanka stuff, well, they like the fact that she's dealing with this issue. They like her, they go through the "Are we a fit?" page and like, yeah, I'm a fit. So there's this enormous relevance and some credibility because that's her story, but they still might just want to say, I want to learn, how does Nisanka see this? And so you can always create a starter kit where it's like, look, this is all about um, how to communicate well and practice authentic connection. And yeah, here's the theoretical framework. And if you don't resonate with this theoretical framework, like if these exercises make no sense to you, we're probably not going to be a fit. You're probably not going to enjoy the live thing. So check this out. It can be something you include in the bundle where you say, hey, when you sign up for this higher end program, or a larger version of it, or it's an add-on, you can get this and then you can be learning in the lead up to it, in the weeks and months before. Take this, or if I'm going to work with somebody one-on-one, please go through this yourself, and then we can work together. Um, I just think it's great. I'm such a fan of giving people the theory because if they don't buy the concept, they won't buy the course. If they don't buy the premise, they don't buy the program, all that. So we need to make a case for our diagnosis before we're trying to sell them our prescription. And a DIY course is such a fantastic way to do that. It can be very small and modest, or it can be fairly robust. But I would say it's not a bad idea to, if you're going to have a fairly robust course that you sell, that's multiple modules and maybe bigger than a bread box, you know, this is going to take them a while. It's not a bad idea to have the starter kit version, and the starter kit version be like a 1 hour video, maybe a series of welcome emails that are just like 5 minute exercises. You know, it's and something that eases them in, but gives them the whole view, so they can say, this resonates and I want to go further or not. But that itself becomes a bit of a filter. So I don't know if I'm speaking to your question at all. Does this, yeah? Any follow-up?
Yeah, it's very helpful. I was actually kind of thinking that already, but even just your example was really helpful. Like a video and a couple exercises sounds like a great little like taste of it.
Yeah, it's, oh God, in the next few months, I want to do a webinar on the starter kit because I'm talking about it a lot, but I haven't really organized my thoughts. But the basic idea is on your website. So I'll do here, I'll do a little screen share so you can all see. And more of my colleagues or clients are doing this, which is great to see. Okay, so on my website, God, Zoom, it's just the little panels are always wherever I want to click, that's where they are. They're like cats. They're just always under my foot. All right. Right. So you can see on my homepage, the very first thing is here's this ethical marketing starter kit. You know, so if you're drawn to my work, if you're kind of interested, here's what we got. And so this is just the basics. And if you're doing a signature workshop, an hour-long thing, I think basically the starter kit is kind of your signature workshop plus some other things, a few other bonuses, a few other exercises. I think the starter kit is trying to help them implement the ideas that you might share in a signature workshop. It's helping them just take the first baby steps. And also, it's the starter kit to me is there to help people become ideal clients. It's there to help people who are get them ready to work with you. Yeah, sorry, just putting something on my laptop. Yeah, it's there to help them. So if you were helping, like with Nisanka, you know, co-parenting with a narcissist, there might be some exercises like, let's make a list of all the things your partner has done. That's not okay. So, you know, who do you have as friends who believe you, who trust you? What, you know, or if you were helping couples in a kind of crisis, it could be, what are your judgments of your partner? Where do you know you're contributing to the troubles in the relationship? What are things that you know you're withholding from your partner? Like you could have a little workbook. So I think that's a nice idea in a starter kit, that maybe there's a video, there's a little workbook that helps them just dig in to this material a little bit so they can feel some accomplishment, some momentum, and that if they were to show up to want to work with you one-on-one, that and they had that done, and they brought the workbook, it'd be like, oh man, we can start 3 sessions in. We can just skip right ahead on this. So I'm a fan, as you can tell, of the idea. There you go. Thank you, Rachel, so much.
Thank you.
All right.